All right. Why I didn't go to college? Well, the easy answer is I just got sick of school. I just got sick of school, so I decided just done with school. I remember as early, even in freshman year, when they kept proposing that whole college thing to me, I wasn't interested. I just wanted to be done with school because I was too preoccupied with things I'm interested in, things I wanted to do in my career, you know, advancing in my careers and stuff like that, and, figure out what exactly I wanted to do and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember as early when my two childhood siblings, they graduated high school. I thought no matter what, after high school you go to college. Like that's a government, thing, that government requirement. Like you just simply advance to the next level of education, school. But those two childhood siblings, like early childhood siblings for that matter, they didn't go to college. So I was trying to figure out why in the world they did not go to college after they finished high school. They just graduated high school, and I'm trying to figure out why in the world they didn't graduate. They didn't go to college. I don't remember. I think I was like 7 years old. I think I had to be like 7 years old, either 7 or 8 years old, when I was trying to ask them like if they went, why didn't they go to college or whatever. I thought they did go to college because I think I remember. This was back in Chicago back in the day, okay? Excuse me, because I remember I thought the college they went to was a hair school college. Me and those two siblings, childhood siblings, we're 10 years apart. Yeah, we're 10 years apart. So yeah, I was just, I remember they going to I'm repeating myself, I know. They went to a hair school or whatever. A hair school or whatever. I think they were learning, but I don't know if that really was college. I don't know. I don't think it was an official school, because I remember the exact street it took place on, because I used to live around that street back in Chicago, and around the east side, like the near east/south side of Chicago, on that street which, spoiler alert, my toddler year streets, so yeah, and early childhood streets. So yeah, they didn't go to college, so I was trying to figure out why they didn't go or whatever. So I just thought that maybe they didn't pass high school. I don't remember why I thought. I just remember being confused to why they didn't go to college. So now, why won't I go to college? Like I said earlier in this video, in my freshman year of high school, I remember being pulled into the counselor's office, the school counselor's office, school advisor. I'll say counselor advisor. I don't like to call them counselors, so whatever. Call them the school advisor and stuff like that. Counselor advisor. I forget what's her name. I think her name started with an F. Yep, I remember. And I remember she was cute too, and she got pregnant. Next year, the following year, in sophomore year. I bet some of my high school homies might know who I'm talking about, assuming we had the same counselors. But anyway, so she be over talking about what college you going to. I was like, I don't want to go to college. I don't remember if I said I didn't want to go to college, but I do remember explicitly saying to some administrator or somebody in that school that I'm not interested in going to college, but they're saying you have to put this in. No, I felt the social pressure by the school counselors / teachers / administrators / staff to be going to college. So I just put Joliet Junior College at the time. So I put that in there just so they could shut up or whatever. I was thinking of the idea of me going into college. Oh, I should add this to my notes, because in 2018, persuasion. Temptation, that's a better word. Temptation. There we go. All right. I had to add another point, because there was one point I was kind of tempted to go to college. So yeah, I just didn't want, I just didn't want to really go to college because school was just in the way. Like, I remember every single day when high school, specifically in freshman year, I had a daily schedule, and that was wake up, um, wake up, shower, look at my computer for a little bit, and then just go back to sleep. Then wake up, like, I'll say, like, I've made like 20 minutes, 20 minutes to 30 minutes to 20 to 30 minutes before the bus arrived at my house at the time. I sat down in the living room, in the couch, waiting for the bus. I had my computer bag or whatever, which I don't have no more. I had my school laptop, computer bag or whatever. I had my book bag on. What was my book bag? My book bag used to be orange, green, and gray. That was my book bag, I remember. Leader M, my childhood sibling, if you know who Leader M is, he had to end up, wearing my book bag back in his freshman year. So yeah. Anyways, in 2017, 18. So yeah. Anyway, so I had my stuff ready and stuff like that, and then we had to get up early for school, whatever. We left school, I think, around 7ish. No, we woke up around 5ish. We had the bus trip from, like, I don't know, 7ish and next thing you know, it was like 8ish. No, I remember it being earlier. Anyways, the school bus, they picked me up, and my older immediate childhood sibling, we both got on the bus together. I remember I used to listen to Rise Star remaster track back in. If you look at my my YouTube playlist, early YouTube, something like that, you should see that in there, or whatever. I should add those. I think those Rise Star soundtracks might be in my high school music playlist, because I have a high school music playlist. I used to, all of the stuff I listen to every day, and anyway, so by the time I make it into school, I have my bag or whatever, my high school bag, my high school laptop bag. It was the smaller one, the freshman year one. Then I walk into the left room, walk in through the field, walk in through the door or whatever. Then to the straight ahead was a big old hallway to the B building. Was it the B building? I think it was the B building. The B building was the main building. I forgot. I'm gonna have to see if I have any old videos of me being in that school, just so I can put everything together when I make side novel episodes of me being in my old school. So anyways, walking in the building, straight down was the hallway for the B building. On the left was was it the G building? I think it was the G. No, it wasn't the G building, because G was for gym. F building? I don't know. And the right, it was the lunchroom, the cafeteria. So I walked into the cafeteria, sat down. I think I used to go with my high school homies at the time. I think so. Then I always was hungry. But we had to pay for breakfast and lunch. I only went in there 2 times max. No, probably 3 times max. Yeah, 3 times max. One breakfast. I forgot what it is I have, but I had one breakfast that day saying you gotta pay this, blah, blah, stuff. They still let me take the lunch or whatever, but I just stopped showing up in there, and that's it. And then later on, I did have lunch or whatever. So yeah, that same day. And then, sometime like in my years later, in my junior year, I decided to go in there to get a lunch. I guess I was really hungry or whatever. So yeah, there's that part. Yeah, unfortunately, in my first year of high school, my 3 years of high school, my first 3 years of high school, I didn't have lunch. I couldn't afford it and stuff like that. So why didn't your parents give you some money, lunch money, whatever? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if my parents really understand the concept of that, because they were so used to, and I was even myself so used to used to eating for free back in Chicago. So yeah, there's that part. But thankfully my high school homies always gave me their apples. So thank you, if you're watching, thank you for always giving me apples. Giving me your apples. So that really, I guess probably the reason why I'm so healthy or whatever. But thank y'all. I was eating them apples up. They're both red, the yellow occasionally, and then the green. I ate a whole bunch of green apples, Granny Smith apples. So yeah. That aside, I know I've just made a whole entire high school story, but after that, I do my periods or whatever. My whole entire days and stuff like that. Occasionally, I'd go to after school. Well, when that happened, I always exited out of the E building. That's where all the fresh rooms are in. I exited near the hallway in between the E and B building, or the E building itself. I went out there and stuff like that. Since my last period was in E building, it was Algebra 1. That teacher, she looked super mean. Miss M, she looked super mean, but she was actually the complete opposite. And she was also the teacher who was trying to put me on with one of the blonde girls in school. Because one memory I have from her, I was trying to figure out which girl I wanted to like, because I liked two girls at the same time. They both happened to be blonde white girls or whatever. And one thing I remember, she pulled out. I was trying to see which girl should I choose, and then she chose one specific. Then she was like, what is this? Oh, it's just something like that. And then she just made an immediate guess saying, you're trying to ask a girl out to be your date. I was like, how you know that? And then whatever. So next, who you like? Actually, she's in this class. Oh, really? What's her name? I don't know her name. So next, she's good in her desk. She pulled it out, and then point. I was like, okay, this one. And this one, and she's like, oh, so you like blonde-haired girls? So that was funny. That was funny. That's one big memory I have for her, Miss M. So yeah, I'm only saying this for just in case future me watching this video, so I can remember and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, after that I went, after that class or whatever. So yeah, I went home and stuff like that. I went home into the bus. The bus driver, I'm not gonna reveal his name, but A. I'm gonna just call him A, and his name started with A. He was real cool, whatever. He was like the best bus driver ever, school bus driver I ever had. So yeah, he was real cool. I actually have him on Facebook too. So if you're watching this, which I highly doubt, hello, what's up? Thank you for driving me and my older sibling, sister, child sibling there all the time. So yeah, that's my day in high school. So now I come home, and then I barely do no homework. I just look at it, did a few things, and then that was it. And then went on my computer, watched some Five Nights at Freddy's, Sonic, ROM hacks, Mario, SMG4, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I watched and stuff like that. And then end up falling asleep and everything. Watched Kissing Pranks or whatever with Prank Invasion. Watched Rocka Rocka. I watched a lot of that stuff. So yeah. Now, why I had to tell that whole entire thing, okay? Because one, I'm tired. I'm hungry also from school. So now I'm falling asleep when I get home. So now I don't feel like doing my homework or whatever. Or I just choose not to do it. I was real lazy with my math homework. I barely did it and stuff like that. I barely did it. So I honestly feel bad because that algebra teacher was so nice to me or whatever. Trying to help put me on with one of the girls. So yeah, I feel bad I never did her homework, but it was very, very rare that I always turned in homework. Miss M. Anyway, so the reason why I told this whole entire thing, because the point is, I was always lazy. And I was always distracted, okay? And I don't want to make that same mistake in college or whatever, so I just simply just don't do it at all. Because I never did homework. It was until junior year when the teacher revealed to us that homework, I think, was only 2 or 8% of our grade. I was like, so why am I doing homework? So I just stopped really caring doing homework. So yeah, I mean, I did still try to, grind and do the homework, but considering I had that new information, I just stopped doing homework. So yeah, so they're definitely not gonna let that fly up in college. So yeah, basically I was lazy. I was kind of lazy. I was too lazy to get up and actually do my homework, because what was really the point of doing it if it wasn't worth our big grade anyway? They said the tests and the classwork, it was the bigger grades. In fact, I think homework was the least amount of our grade. So yeah, it was just the classwork and tests and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, I was lazy because I was too busy watching YouTube videos, the stuff I was watching, and then playing Sonic Adventure 2 a lot on PC and stuff like that, playing whatever ROM hacks I can get my hand onto. And then my YouTube channel, when I first started my old channel, SydeLeaderRay, the RJA channel, that's legendary, the RJA channel. This is the intro. Hello everyone, this is Marco J. Armstrong signing in. In today's video, we're going to be doing Let's Play Super Mario 64. Yeah, I actually sounded something like that, so yeah. That was so. And this is Marco J. Armstrong signing out. Bye guys. I was like something like that. So yeah, I can sound like myself from 10 years ago. So yeah. Watch my videos, okay? So anyway, so that's pretty much it. As far as the laziness part. Another thing, even if I knew I had homework, even if I had homework and did want to do, I always forgot. So if I go to college, obviously, if I go to college and try to do all this work, I'm gonna be forgetting a lot. If it's on computer or if it's on paper, I'm gonna be forgetting a lot. I forgot my homework a lot in school, my whole entire existence, my whole entire legacy in school. I was always forgetting homework. In second grade, every Friday's the Miss V, mean teacher, the most meanest teacher I ever had, second grade. Every Friday she had movies, she played the movies and stuff like that. And while the kids who didn't do their homework and work and stuff like that, she had us to she literally had she already had like boards or whatever to block us from seeing the movie and stuff like that, so we can do our homework. I was always on the side where I had to finish homework and work assignments. From an adult perspective, I actually agree with her method. I actually agree, because she was giving us a chance at redeeming ourselves and stuff like that with our homework and our classwork. So I actually, and putting the barricades or whatever for us not to see the movie, I actually support what she did. So even though she was a super mean teacher, I actually support what she did, because I would have been really distracted. I would have basically forgot my work. So yeah. So every Friday she played movies. So I'll give Miss V some credit. I'm gonna have to contact my Amy voice actress, my childhood sibling. Yeah, when I say Amy voice actress, because she voices Amy Rose from the Sonic the Hedgehog series Inside Novel. So yeah, hopefully I can get her again for future episodes. So yeah, I was always forgetting stuff like that. I'm putting ADHD in this as well, because I was never really diagnosed with ADHD and nothing, whatever. The reason why I feel like I have ADHD and stuff like that is because my attention span is always changing. I was always like, oh, Sonic, oh, Johnny Test, oh, music stuff, oh, gym class, oh, what's this movie, I was always kind of distracted, and even today, I'm constantly, distracted by what's in my head. Like, I'm not gonna lie, another reason why I be working so slow at my job even today is because I'm too busy on my phone looking at Sonic and Doctor Who and Instagram or whatever. I'm too busy on my phone, so sometimes I actually do have to put my phone away. But I generally do work kind of slow. So yeah. Listening to podcasts is the best way I can work and be on my phone at the same time. All I have to do is put my phone in pocket, put my phone on black screen, and then that's an app, by the way. Put my phone on black screen, put it in my pocket, and just listen to the podcast. That's the best way I can focus on my work and focus on my work and listen to stuff on my phone at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna be too distracted with doing studying and stuff like that. I'm gonna be too distracted. So they're not gonna have that in college. I'm gonna fail my stuff all the time. So yeah, the work standards. Oh my gosh. Even if I was doing all the work, let's just say I'm just doing all the work I'm doing my best. I'm doing the essays. I'm typing up all the essays. I'm typing up all the essays and stuff like that. I'm doing the math, whatever, and I'm constantly failing in college. The professor, he gonna be calling me and saying, what's going on? You need some help, whatever. I can always explain everything to you or whatever. And he explained it to me. I'm still not getting. I'm constantly failing my classes and stuff like that. It's just gonna be a huge waste of time, money, and energy. I'll get to the money part. It's just gonna sit there and just waste a lot of time and everything. Time. Where's that? Time. That's big. Time. That's for one of my other notes. I gotta add that because time, life, and everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna be, the work standards is gonna be like, you must get at least an A on all your work in order to pass and have this graduate's degree or whatever, bachelor's or whatever. You must have all this or whatever. You must have, doctors and stuff like that. You must work so hard and everything. Oh, there goes another one. I have another one. Nummy. Okay, so yeah, I remember another point. Hold up. College pressure, college temptation. College temptation 2018. Okay, I realized I put it in the wrong thing from my other video. So yeah, anyway, I'm constantly getting, I'm gonna be struggling with those papers or whatever, doing that work, because for whatever reason certain things just don't get to me. I will have to work extra long and stuff like that. I don't know how these people do it. They just go to college or whatever and just do the work and work their very hardest to put all their mind and brain, use their mind, use their brain via their mind and everything, stuff like that, to do this work and everything. Like, that's another reason why that makes me a little lazy, because the fact I got to do all this thinking, all this mental stuff and everything. So I just decided, I'm not gonna, because I know I'm gonna have a hard time and be lazy and be distracted and stuff like that. I just simply won't go to college. Like the whole essay thing, they want us to write everything like, I don't know, some extra wording and stuff like that. They expect our vocabulary to be on point and everything. Apparently, I read I read and write at the 5th grade level, maybe 7th grade, but at the 5th grade level. I remember in sophomore year, that's what I'm gonna have to definitely check. I have the documentation. I have it from high school, from 2016. Miss B, she was the English teacher. No, was she the English teacher? No, this is sophomore year. No, she's not the English teacher. The writing teacher. Point being, Miss B, she was real cool. One of my other high school homies might know. D, he might know. The person who gave me my first phone, the Alcatel Touch Evolve 5020T. That friend. He might remember, but him and I had the same classroom or whatever. I remember we were shocked when we had the same class together. We were shocked that we had the same class together back in high school, 2016. Miss B, I think I'm calling this writing class. So we had the same class. He was like, "You're in this class?" So he's like, "You in this class?" Yeah. So he came sitting right next to me or whatever. So yeah, D, I miss him. Hopefully him and I can talk sooner or later. He's seen Side Novel. He liked it. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to, the teacher said I read and write at a 5th grade. I think she was the writing teacher. I read and write at a 5th grade level. So yeah, I mean, if that's the case, it is what it is. I'm just stupid. If that's a turn off for females, then there you go. I hope you're happy. Hope you're peace and anything. So yeah, anyway, so there's that part. 24 minutes. This video's getting a little too long. I make videos too long. So yeah, anyway, so that's that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And they expect words to be like, I don't know, like 2,000 words of essay and stuff like that, certain pages, and they're all the citing and all that stuff. No. I'm going to be getting an F on that paper, on that essay. And they want to type. When it comes to spelling and grammar, especially if I'm doing a computer, there should be no excuse so I can't get that right, okay? The spelling and grammar, that's okay. But the whole saying, explain this in conclusion by the thoughts of this, I don't know, some extra shit that they want us to speak in college, type down in college. And all this is due in a specific kind of time. That's another standard. Even if I want to put my mind, body, and soul into this paper, this essay, and me being confident that I'm gonna pass this, only to find out I fail it, saying you're missing this, you're missing that, and stuff like that. So now I just wasted my time and wasted my brain and wasted my money and stuff like that, all that stuff, money too. So yeah, because in one instance, in high school in freshman year, I wrote a paper. I guess it was I remember it was like a 40 something or whatever. She said the teacher must, what's her name? Was she pregnant? No, she wasn't pregnant. That's a different teacher. I forgot that teacher name, but she was one of my English teachers in freshman year. I had 2 teachers in that classroom, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, I have all their names. I have all my teachers' names. I have the screenshot saved. So anyway, so what time is it? And 28% as well. I need to hurry up and record these videos. I mean, I do have my charger on me, so let me just connect that charger anyway. So yeah, okay. So yeah, yeah, like I had like a 42 or a 50 something on my essay or whatever about some subject or whatever. She said, all right, here, you can always redo it or whatever. You can redo the paper. So I written it this time. The redo paper, I written it. She said your grade went down, so we're just gonna keep the original grade. And I was confident that I was gonna pass the essay. But I didn't. I did worse. I redid it and did worse. And I was very confident that I was gonna get it, but that just didn't happen. No, this wasn't reading class. No, English class was Miss B. Miss Disney lady. I'm gonna call her that. Miss B Disney lady. Miss Disney lady. Cause she loved Disney. One of my high school homies, me and him had the same period in freshman year. So if you know what you're talking about, you might even be, yeah. What is this? I hope it's a seed. It looked like a strawberry seed a little. So yeah, yeah. So I did worse on that paper. So I don't want to repeat that same thing in college. So yeah, social pressure. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is the big one. Social pressure, especially in college. I'm entering college as a virgin, but I guess that would be okay. But as long as I lose it sooner than later, I would be seen as cool. So, if I was in college, I'm going to be dealing a lot with the social pressure. I kind of was already dealing with it in my senior year back in 2018. Okay, when I'm thinking of college, I'm thinking about college specifically in my first high school. Okay, not my second/last high school. Okay, I'm specifically in my first high school. Okay, I was thinking of the social pressure, or whatever, like especially like dating. They expect me to date and socialize more and stuff like that, which I wanted to stay in the house all day and be on my computer and, watch video games and, watch Sonic all day and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. But in college, they're going to expect you like, hey, you talking to this female? Nuh-uh. Or whatever. Nuh-uh. What's wrong with you? Are you gay? Or whatever. And then there's going to be rumors spreading around about me and stuff like that because I'm not talking to females. I already had enough of that and junk, so yeah, the social pressure is pretty self-explanatory. You're expected to party, drink, and all that stuff since it's the college experience or whatever. So yeah, I just that's another reason why I decided not to go to college, because I just want to deal with the social pressure. Even though for the most part I was on my own self or whatever, I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be traditional. I knew I wanted. Well, I knew I wanted to be interracial. That's for sure. Interracial isn't traditional. But I don't care, whatever. So yeah, and then I was Christian on top of that, and I don't want to deal with that. So yeah. So anyways, and I was more of a Democrat back in the day as well. So yeah. Now, oh my gosh, time. Another reason why I didn't go to college is because of time, my life. Okay, I wanted to get straight back. I just wanted to go straight into work. I did not want to go into college because I just wanted to go straight to work. I feel like it was my duty as an 18-year-old grown man adult to get a job, to work, to get some work experience and everything. I was applying for jobs, but jobs was not hiring me because, where's your experience? Oh, there it is. Screw that lady, low key, honestly. And they make that same stuff up in here, even down here, low key. But I don't know. My team is pretty good. I like my managers. They all pretty cool. So I thought it was my duty, especially as a male, to go out there, work hard, get that job, make some money, save up, get this place. That's why I thought I needed to do more than going to college. I was prioritizing work experience and money more than education. At the time, I didn't think females required or desired men to have, to be educated, to have at least, like, I don't know, at least I want to say master's or doctor's degree, but a bachelor's degree or whatever. At the time, I didn't know, because at the time I didn't think females was so delusional and everything. I didn't think females were so delusional. So yeah. So I just felt the need. I really need to just go out there, and then on top of that, I wanted to focus on my career. My goal after high school was to simply what is that? Is that a hornet? Stay over there. Do me a favor and just stay over there. My goal after high school was to get a job, save up for my place, save up for my business, my career, so I can make my video game, make my cartoons, get my land and all that stuff. That was my goal after high school. Obviously, it didn't happen, so there's that part. I'm still in the job parts, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that was just my goal. I was prioritizing all of that instead of education. So yeah, and and on top of that, I can't waste my life being up in school, because I knew I was going to waste the next 4 years of my life, maybe even 8 or 6 or whatever, in school still, barely passing and everything, wasting all this time. That's right, time, to even what you call it, I'm wasting my life. And by the time I'm out of high school with at least a bachelor's degree, I'm 21 years old, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 21, 22 years old, depending, how it is, with no job experience. And now jobs are complaining that we don't have 5 years of experience. 5 years of experience and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of young people in my age that's having a hard time looking for work. They ever have all these degrees and stuff like that, and they don't have no job experience, and then they're struggling looking for work because they was in college this entire time. Now that degree means jack shit now. So yeah, I seen it right then and there. And then on top of that, in 2018, I realized you have to pay for college too. So I was like, I have to pay for college. How am I gonna pay for this? I don't got no money. I need a job and stuff like that. So I'm looking at my notes. That brings me to my other point. Actually, I needed money to to pay all this stuff. I didn't know that you had to pay for college. I found out in 2018 when they my high school at the time, my last year of high school, back in Chicago, they was over here requiring that you apply for student loans and apply for colleges just to graduate. So I remember doing it just to graduate high school. I wasn't doing it just to be in college and further my education. I wasn't focused on that. I was more focused on paying bills and everything and becoming a civil adult or whatever. I didn't want to go to no college because, especially when I find out that you needed to pay for college, and then this whole student loan thing, how it works. I think so, one of the teachers or whatever, college advisors back in my 2018 high school in Chicago, they explains to me what exactly is student loans and the concept of loans. Basically, they're giving you money to be in college, but you have to pay it back. I didn't like that concept, that you giving me money, I'm borrowing money, and then I'm expected to pay it back. They said if you don't pay it back, it'll go in collections and ruin your credit and stuff like that, and that way you won't get a place or whatever. And at the time, I was learning. What's the name of that teacher? Miss S. She won Teacher of the Year of my senior year, by the way. She was an older black lady, maybe in her 50s, but she was real cool. I actually kind of hacked her password. I didn't hack her password, but yeah, you know the whole save password thing. I saved their password and then used the inspect element to view it, so that's how I found out her password. But I forgot it. She ended up changing it because I guess she suspected somebody was using her stuff. Sorry, Miss S. I remember she even wrote, I think she even wrote her congratulations for graduation thing up in there. I think I gave her award of being winning teacher of the year. So yeah, there's that thing. Yeah, they, what's the name of that class? What's the name of that class? Hold on, let me think. I don't remember at this point. I don't got my other phone and all that. Other than this one, I would have to check. But the teacher, that classroom, we was in a computer lab, and all we did in there was talk about careers and colleges and stuff like that. That's one class I did like better than my first high school. So yeah, mainly because it was a computer lab and all that stuff, so I had access to be on the computer, stuff like that. So yeah, that class, they was preparing us for adulthood. That's one thing I liked about my last year of high school versus my first high school better. So congratulations, Chicago school. So yeah, there's that part. They explained what student loans was, and basically you're borrowing money, you have to pay it back. I didn't like that concept, especially if I didn't have money. So I was just saying, you know what, I'll just do this just to graduate. That's it. So, and I remember preaching, I'm not going to college. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I knew that, you know, I didn't have a lot of time, stuff like that. So I avoided debt. Whatever how you say it, but I say debt. I avoided debt, or whatever. And I was learning that the economy was complete shit and everything. And then especially in 2018 when I went homeless, unfortunately, during my 19th birthday, yeah, that week, the week of my 19th birthday in September 8, 2018, I became homeless, unfortunately, by one of my extended childhood biological child, my extended biological family members taking me out the house and everything. They actually doing too much even now with my childhood sibling. Now they're complaining at them and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, they do too much. That extended biological family member. My biological parents had no problem at all. Open arms all the time. But extended biological family member, they do too much. Anyways, I'm out. I'm learning the economy, that you need money to survive. I'm hating the government. On top of that, I'm really not liking, I don't trust the government no more. So I don't want to ever getting money was so hard and stuff like that. Getting jobs was hard and stuff like that. I'm homeless, having a hard time spending my 19th birthday in the homeless shelter. What was the name of the homeless shelter? It was some homeless, I forgot the name of that street, but I'm going to expose that homeless shelter because they were shit anyway. Even though they were, Christian based, but I don't know. But anyways, that homeless shelter, I forgot the name of it, but it's a homeless shelter. I think it's closed down now, but it had like an orange logo or whatever. And it was like across of a big old bridge before, it was north, south. It was west of Roosevelt, of the Roosevelt station of CTA, the Chicago CTA Roosevelt station. West of that. Keep going west, over the bridge, that street, I believe. Yeah, that street. And then you go south of that, whatever street that is. Keep going, you'll see, on the left side, you'll see a bunch of trains, a lot of Metro trains, a lot of Amtrak trains, tracks or whatever, and stuff like that. That was nice to see every day. There's a Jewel's on the other side. I did even apply there, but they didn't give me no slack as well. and then you keep walking south, and then it'll be right there on the west side of the block of that street. That they're going to homeless shelter right there. That homeless shelter, it felt like jail. I hate that homeless shelter. This video is 40 minutes. Damn it. I'm almost finished anyway. So yeah, so there's that part and stuff like that. So that homeless shelter, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, that felt like jail. I spent my 19th birthday in that homeless shelter. I don't remember the exact location. I don't want to even check my records. I don't want to check my records. Yeah, I think any video I had of it, I deleted because I didn't want to remember that stuff. So yeah, I think I deleted it back in 2019 because I didn't want to remember it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The economy was what was that? Fuck, what was this thing? I was about to say a worm or whatever, a bug. That's pretty much it. I realized the economy was crap. One instance where I was tempted to go to college, was in 2018 in my last year of high school. Well, we was going to exploring colleges and stuff like that. We was exploring colleges and stuff like that. I was convinced for a little bit to go to college, and my high school homie Jay, I mean, the guy who my Chicago J guy who wants to Chicago gym bro, Jay, he the one who was helping me trying to convince me to go to college and everything. Even in 2018, he was trying to convince me to go to college with him and everything. The college setting, it was nice. I might have pictures or whatever. I might have to check. I don't think I have the videos or whatever, but I went to those colleges, and specifically in Chicago downtown. It was looking nice, and I was convinced. So yeah, but I had to remember that I need to stick with my career. That's pretty much it. This video is way too long. I'm sorry. Whenever y'all watch these videos, especially if they're long, listen to it, okay? It's the best way to... I think it's like a podcast or whatever, but yeah. In conclusion, I didn't want to go to college because I'm lazy. I be forgetting stuff. I'm preoccupied with the things I like Sonic, YouTube, and all that stuff. Trains and all that stuff. My substitute trains came back around 2018 when I was homeless. So yeah, anyways. The work standards, I hate the work standards and stuff like that. Like, you must pass this with at least an A and stuff like that. You must go valedictorian. You must go shoot for straight A's with the social pressure with everybody, saying you need to have girls, you need to get with females, sleep around, stuff like that, drink and all that stuff, smoke, all that junk. I wanted to work and stuff like that because I really wanted to work and get my own money and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I didn't like the idea you had to pay for school. I already owed enough money at my original high school. I'm about to say original high school and last year high school. So yeah, no, technically my original high school was supposed to be in Chicago, George Washington High School back in Chicago. That was like in the south side, no, the east side of Chicago. So yeah, that one I will, that high school name I will reveal, because technically I was supposed to be going to that school, originally going to high school that way. So yeah, that's it. That's why I don't want to go to college, because it was just a huge waste of time, money, and energy. With all of my training, both my mind, body, and soul / spirit. That's it. Thanks for watching. And look at that. I'm glad I didn't go to college. Because now we have a whole bunch of people my age who went to college expecting to have good jobs and everything. The only jobs they can have is minimum wage jobs, and they barely want to hire too. They have all this education, this bachelor's degree, master's or doctor's degree, and they working at McDonald's. I wasn't gonna have that. I wasn't gonna waste no time. All of my parents did wish I went to college. Okay, they did wish I went to college, but they didn't pressure none of their children, all of us, to go to college. So because they want us to make our own choices. So yeah. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. That's why I didn't go to college. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.